We're in the intro.
Fire. Air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most,
So what do you guys think will happen in this episode?
100 years passed and my brother and I
More
discovered the new
airbending.
Avatar, an airbender named Aang. And although his airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready.
He's a lot to
sail.
learn. He's gonna
I
have some of those
believe
lessons.
Aang can save the world.
Those learnings. Warriors of Kyoshi. All right. Oh, this is a good episode.
Now, whatever you have to say, I'm sure I can take it.
Okay, then. We have no idea where he is.
What? How am I gonna find him, Uncle? He is clearly a master of evasive maneuvering.
Clearly.
You have no idea where you're going, do you?
Well, I know it's near water.
I guess we're getting close.
Jeez.
Relax, Sokka. Where we're going, you won't need any pants.
Where are you gonna go where you don't need pants?
Rise up.
We just made a pit stop yesterday.
If you don't know where you're going,
At this
there's no
rate,
point.
We won't get to the North Pole until spring.
But Appa's tired already. Aren't you, boy? I said, aren't you, boy?
Yeah, that was real convincing.
Katara, you gotta watch me.
You have to watch me.
Go!
I'm surprised he's not like, that's possibly dinner.
I don't think all three of them could eat a
Looks
fish
pretty good
that
out
big.
there.
Are you kidding? The fish is doing all the work.
No, Appa. Oh man. There.
Use some water bending to alert him.
Or we could stay a while.
Wow.
Who are you? Where are the men who ambushed us?
There were no men. We ambushed you. Now tell us, who are you and what do you do?
He didn't mean it. My brother's just an idiot sometimes.
He did mean it, and he
It's
is an
my
idiot.
fault.
Throw the imposter to the unagi.
Okay, to be fair, he's only shown that he's an airbender. Not necessarily he's the Avatar.
Now, check this out.
Here you go. Who's it? They're sold.
Did you hear the news?
Great.
Yep.
The Avatar's on Kyoshi Island?
How long did it take for news to travel that far?
Couple days.
Probably, yeah. Trading routes and such. Maybe a week or so.
All right, dessert for breakfast.
So the clear person who's intelligent warning the hero, hey, this is not gonna end well.
There's another one.
There's another one.
Made an adjustment here, and there's more. But
Shouldn't she be practicing her waterbending skills?
But try to block me. Good. Of course, I was going easy on you.
Anything else you want to teach us?
Something I really like about this place.
Please.
What's taking you so long, Angie?
Angie.
Just a second,
Aren't they like
Coco.
really young
Simple
though
monk,
too? Like
huh? I thought you
Yeah.
Like
promised me
8,
this
like
Avatar stuff
6?
wouldn't go to your head.
It didn't.
Seems like it.
You know what I think? You understand.
But you have to follow all of our traditions.
yes.
Of course.
And
Makeup.
I mean all of them.
Do I really have to wear this? It feels a little girly.
It's stress.
Thank you.
I fell on purpose
be
to
a
make
jerk,
you feel
dude.
better.
I got you. Admit I got you.
Okay.
Murder this man. Do some waterbending. There you go. There you go.
Oh, Fire Navy's here. You have to, Rhino.
I want the Avatar alive.
They're mean.
Phrynos?
There you go.
Katara, don't ride the Unagi. Not fun.
Don't ride eels, man. Bad time.
Not bad.
I guess training's over. Avatar, but these little girls
Sokka
can't
did dodge
save
that
you.
first kick before you hit him the
Yeah, I
second.
did.
Over here.
Well, you could have helped. Help first.
There's no time to say goodbye.
What about?
Now get out of here. We'll hold them off.
Come on.
Come on, Dave. Your heart not.
You're
melting.
blushing through the makeup?
Back
Is
to
that
the
what I'm
ship.
supposed to believe?
Don't lose sight of them.
That
I can
was a
believe a
pretty
lot. I
intense
can
kiss.
suspend disbelief for a lot of things.
The
I know
blush
it's
is a
hard.
pretty
You did
intense
the right
kiss,
thing.
man.
Zuko would have.
No, I'm still gonna could destroy the place.
What are you doing?
Gonna fight the koi, or the unagi.
Thank you, Avatar.
I know, that was stupid and dangerous.
Yes.
Who was that guy?
It was.
He's the mayor of the town, or the leader.
Yeah. He was introduced earlier. Welcome to Kyoshi.
Oh. And that's it?
That's
Yeah,
it.
That's it.
That's 2 for today.
Okay.
Okay.
Lessons learned.
What can you say? What can you say? They bended.
They learned to battle
They rode
misogyny.
Yeah.
They rode a giant eel called an unagi, which is just Japanese.
Why
for
wasn't
eel.
Aang learning how to fight too? He should be going to these different places and learning how to fight.
Because he's too busy chasing after little girls and riding tank koi fish.
I don't feel like he needs to learn how to do anything. I feel like he already has all these past lives, and he just has to tap into his memories, and then he can do whatever.
Well, I think he also needs to learn the basics of the elements so that he's able to do that. I think it's a bit of
So
give or
shouldn't he be
take.
learning waterbending then from Katara?
Qatar. Well, I mean, yeah, they both should be learning waterbending.
But he was a waterbender in a past life.
Yeah, but that
So
was
maybe
like...
that might jog his memory, and he can help her out,
Every
Was it
4
the
lives, every 4 lives, he's a waterbender, right? Or she, he
Yeah.
or she, depending on
Was-
what's
Was it say rising tide raises all ships or something like that?
That's general term, yeah.
it's saying. They say that.
Yeah. So, like, if someone were to kill Aang,
Aang.
would
Aang.
Aang? Sorry, Aang.
Aang is what M. Night Shyamalan called him.
Sorry, you put it in my head weeks ago. Aang. How would the next Avatar be determined? Because it would be a waterbender.
Yeah, that should be the rotation.
So, okay, let's just. The rotation is fire, air, water, earth.
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess so. Or in the way they introduced in this episode, it was air, water, earth, fire.
Yeah, because technically his last avatar state was the fire avatar of
That guy we saw, that statue, or whatever. he
Yeah, I always forget his name. I always forget his name, no matter how many times I try to remember it. I always forget it.
was. But that statue of that other, like that woman, was a past life too, right? In this episode.
Yeah, Kyoshi was
400.
yeah, she was an earthbending avatar.
An earthbender. And were these village earthbenders?
No, they were
Because
just a civilian village for the most part. They're just like a group of trained warriors that's predominantly and is just female.
But aren't all
What
the
did this-
people tied to an element?
I don't
not
think so.
no.
Like, think of it this way. Like, from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, is that you can have an area, a general area technically, that may have individuals who might have the ability to do a specific type of skill. But just like how there's a temple in the south for airbending, there's a temple in the north for airbending as well. So it could be in multiple places. The Fire Nation is a nation, but not every single person we've seen can do firebending.
Or any
Yes.
element? Are some people
any
just
element.
neutral people?
There are just neutral, non-bending people, very much predominantly throughout the entirety of this universe. There's only one person that has the ability to control all four elements, and that's Aang.
That's
Currently,
the avatar. Whoever the avatar is. Right?
whoever the avatar is currently. Yeah.
But if Aang dies, does a new avatar get reincarnated, so born, or does an already existing person?
No. It's a reincarnation thing. So the next person born after Aang dies would be an avatar. So it's
Okay.
not like he dies and then his powers just magically go into whoever. It's like there's going to be a new person born.
Okay. So wouldn't it make the most sense if you're the Fire Nation to not kill the Avatar, but to just, hold him and just contain him so the line doesn't continue as long as possible?
I mean, you can only contain him for the length of his life. Like, he's still a human being. So he's not immortal or anything like that. Like, he can die of old age.
Try to freeze him again?
You freeze him.
Yeah, so like the whole
Freeze dry.
yeah, the whole I guess the whole like scenario of him freezing himself was like I think they explain that in like the next couple episodes actually, so I won't get into too much of it. But yeah, he basically needs to Brendan Fraser himself another time and just
Encino Man?
Encino Man himself, if you really want to lock the avatar,
the mountain, we just want to wee some juice.
just want to wee some juice. Yeah, no. Basically, yeah, the avatar is, because he was locked away for 100 years, which is the longest time that this universe has lived without an avatar. Because they're generally within a certain set of life cycles, which is why it's so like, the avatar's back. What? It's been 100 years. We thought he was gone. We thought he was a myth. We thought, like, imagine like somebody telling you now that somebody has the ability to like control earth, water, fire, and air at a whim, and they're only born every like generational, but they haven't been around for eons.
Imagine a world where there's a Superman, and there's always a Superman, or a woman, and it just keeps. It's a new, but that. You always had that person. That person is never absent normally.
The last Superman appeared in 1924.
Right. We haven't seen a Superman since 1924, and that would be kind of an interesting thing, I guess.
Yeah, it would be pretty
It would be
wild.
scary as hell. I saw.
would be.
Was it Blackburn?
I mean,
Hancock?
to be fair,
Brightburn.
I have yet to see that, but I do want to see that.
Oh, dude.
I think if there were to be some sort of superhuman being to come alive after 100 years, all of a sudden, you would probably want it to be like a monk-based 16-year-old that's innocent and just wants to ride giant koi fish.
Sure,
Like, I just want to ride humpback whales, because it would be a lot different if it was like some tyrant with that kind of power.
No, a tyrant. I would be less scared of a tyrant versus just a American 16-year-old that was on TikTok, or
God.
or was on Reddit or 4chan. That would be more scary to me.
That would be, because they would just be like, what can I do GTA wise, and go crazy until, yeah,
Dude, it was just a joke. It's for the lulz.
Dude. It was for the
lulz.
views. Yeah. So those are episodes 3 and 4 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Again, the show, she's a slow start, but I'm telling you, by the end of it, you're gonna be praising it as one of the greatest.
Okay.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Can it live up?
Do you
can
think
it
there's
live up
any
to the quality of this?
Oh well, I mean,
I would
that's
say
just
no,
masterpiece.
not for me so far. But I also, if I watched Sailor Moon now, I don't know if I would like it as much as when I was 10. Like, Jane was like, did you like the show, this Airbender? And I was like, I would have liked it probably more when I was 10. You know?
So
Like,
I do want to ask you, Dave, you've had 4 episodes in. Are there any hooks? Is there anything that you're particularly enjoying so far?
I'm enjoying the sort of the mythology of it, and like some of the action is kind of fun. Yeah, like that's mostly it. Like I like, you know, the more times I feel like it's a kid show, the less time I'm having fun. But then like some of it's kind of interesting and got a lot of like just lore to it, so I kind of find that interesting.
Dave, question. Oh, sorry. Let me just going off of that. If there was a live action version of this, where like the scenes seem more mature, does that entice you? Kind of getting like you're dipping your toe into the world, right, and the lore, and understanding that there might be a more adult version of it. Does that seem more enticing?
I would think so, yeah. Like for me, that's normally how I tend to gravitate in any kind of, like, I would rather watch like a live action Batman than Batman the Animated Series. Not that there's anything wrong with the Batman the Animated Series, but I prefer a live action adaptation usually to an animated one. But it's not to say that the animated one's bad. It's just that it's, to me, like,
it's not your preferred medium.
Not my preferred medium, yeah. Just, you know, I'm always like, I'm watching a cartoon, you know, and like when I watch a live action, it's more I just find I'm more sort of in it, you know, mentally, you know, and more into the story with forgetting it's a story.
The next question I want to ask you is, out of the characters that you've been introduced to, is there any one in particular that you enjoy the most?
Do I enjoy the most? The uncle is the best.
That's appropriate.
Not Momo? Not Momo?
Not Momo.
Yeah, the uncle's good, but the nephew's awful. He sucks, but obviously he's supposed to. The brother is annoying. Even like the Airbender.
Tara?
They're all 3 of them. They're all annoying, but like it's.
You sounded like David. It's like they're too young angst.
Well, they're just like, it's their dialogue, it's their banter, is sort of like.
It gets better. It gets more mature.
It is what it is, right? And then what else?
You like Appa?
Who's that?
Giant flying bison.
Yeah.
The bison? Yeah, the bison's fine. I'm fine with
it.
There you go. We win. Yeah.
There you go.
Nothing wrong there. Who else am I forgetting? Is there anybody else in the show?
So far, that's all that's been introduced.
Yeah.
Although, what was her name from the Kyoshi Warriors? We just watched it. God, terrible.
Does she come? I don't think I want to ask that question. Never mind. I'm not answering that. I'm not asking that question.
I'm not going to expand on that.
Nope.
But yeah, we'll just continue on with the story. Anyway, I think that wraps it up for today. We'll continue this on the next series of episodes. Thank you for joining me again. And if anybody happened to watch this with us, thank you for joining us to the reaction of Avatar: Last Airbender, and hopefully we'll continue it in the next episodes. You know where to find us here at the United Federation Podcast. We also have a bunch of awesome shows, which I'm not going to get into, but they're linked down below. So enjoy that.
There's lots of them. Check them out.
Lots of them. We'll be
Something
back.
for everybody. Something for everybody out there.
Oh, and bend that like button.